Next, The Fugitive, in color.
Right, may I have some identification, please, Mr. Baker? This is an Ohio license.
It's the last place I worked.
Old men are janitors, Mr. Baker. What's your story?
That's all I could get for now.
You had a thing going with her, didn't you?
I told you, I just knew
How he got in here, whoever it was, either knew her or had a key. Bill? I think we can start looking for someone with dyed hair. Black.
The Fugitive. A QM production. Starring David Jansen as Dr. Richard Kimball, an innocent victim of blind justice, falsely convicted for the murder of his wife. Reprieved by fate when a train wreck freed him en route to the death house. Freed him to hide in lonely desperation, to change his identity, to toil at many jobs. Freed him to search for a one-armed man he saw leave the scene of the crime. Freed him to run before the relentless pursuit of the police lieutenant obsessed with his capture.
The guest stars in tonight's story, Robert Dreyfuss, Edward Franz, Madeline Rue, Rosemary Murphy. Also starring Barry Morse as Lieutenant Philip Gerard. Tonight's episode, The Sharp Edge of Chivalry.
A big city, a jungle of anonymity, where nobody looks too close and everybody is locked in with his own big problem. A hiding place for a man who, at the moment, calls himself Carl Baker.
Look at this.
Well, if it isn't the Duke of Dubuque. Did you wander into the wrong castle? Or you just like to watch us peasants enjoying ourselves?
Oh, Roger.
It's not too late to do a washing, is it, Mr. Baker?
Oh, no, plenty of time, Mrs. Tenney.
All week long I didn't get a chance. You come home from the late shift dead. 2 kids you gotta do for. Who's got the pep to go down in the basement and tend to a washing? Ever have any kids, Mr. Baker?
Never have.
Oh, great invention. You got maids, time, money.
You're a lucky woman, Mrs. Tenney.
A man with no responsibility. Nothing to worry about, and he tells me I'm lucky.
Carl.
Hello, Elizabeth.
How goes it?
It goes.
In Venice, they just throw it out the windows.
Well, in Venice, they have canals, and every gondola has a vase full of flowers.
And a cool breeze from the Adriatic Sea. We've been around, haven't we?
Here and there.
What are we doing here?
But we have to.
I guess. Walk me home?
Once this is burnished, you'll see the exquisite workmanship. The Florentines were master craftsmen in the Baroque style. And this was once an excellent example. What's out there that's so important?
Liz. She's talking to Mr. Baker.
The janitor? Ridiculous.
Want to come up for a nice cool drink?
Maybe later.
Well, we don't have air conditioning, but we have cross ventilation and we're far above the magnet crack.
I don't think I'd be very good company tonight.
You're the most artful dodger I've ever known. What do I have to do to get you up to my place? Break a pipe? Blow out all my fuses? Or is it that I'm not good enough for you?
Liz,
For openers, I was named after that great Queen Elizabeth. Not only that, I was named after an age when knighthood was in flower and chivalry was bigger than the Beatles. I'm practically royalty.
well, in that case, I'll be up when I finish my chores.
Well, if you're very, very nice, I might hand you a knighthood.
Thank you. Salvation Army hadn't the slightest inkling of the value of the sword. But as soon as I saw the Roman numerals, I knew I had something important. Now, 1430, the Duke of Yarmouth. Of course, the jewels are gone, the blade's rusty, but notice the gracefulness, the elegance. And there, the Duke's coat of arms. It's faint, but it's there.
You shut up. Will you just shut up and leave me alone? Could you do that, huh?
I thought you were interested. I thought you were proud of our heritage.
There are other things, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Roger. Oh. What have we got here?
Oh, and another relic, another piece of junk we have to love, honor, and respect.
What's wrong, son?
You two had your dinner?
None for me, thanks.
How about you, Dad?
I'm not hungry. Briefs and depositions all day. And the one good thing that happens to me turns sour. This is not a piece of junk, Roger. There's 900 years of history behind this. The Duke of Yarmouth was a direct descendant of our namesake, Count de Roland. Was an offspring of William the Conqueror.
He understands, Dad.
And when it's all over, the lawyers like myself, the failures, the successes, they'll be dead and gone, but there'll always be one William the Conqueror.
Another time.
Why doesn't he appreciate this? Why isn't he proud of this? Treats our heritage as though it were a disease.
He's troubled, Dad. You've got to see that.
Dyeing his hair black because the men in our line were fair-haired, spiting me.
Please, Dad, no more about our lineage. It's too much to live up to.
Hi. Well, do you have a fight with your father, son?
No.
Well, maybe it's the weather. You walked out in the chess game last night.
I had you boxed in. Roger the Conqueror. You didn't stand a chance.
Well, I think I could have found a way. You want to play now?
No, I've got something else to do.
What?
I don't know. I feel like I have something big to do, and then sort of gets lost. You ever feel that?
Yeah, sure. Come on, the board's all set up.
Kids these days, the whole world's a lover's lane.
Come on, Roger.
Oh, you've come back, Your Highness. Did you forget something? You know, that kid, he comes down from the kings of France and all that jazz. Don't you, Junior? Good night, sweetie.
Hey, let me come up for a nightcap, huh?
Not tonight, sweetie. Maybe tomorrow, huh? See you tomorrow.
You know, she's got no right doing that out at the hallway.
Oh, sit down, Roger. Concentrate on this. How are things at home?
I wish I had a job.
You get a job.
I just can't seem to hold on.
Give it a chance.
Nothing seems to make sense anymore.
Well, what is it you want to do? What are you interested in?
Oh, lots of things. I just get scared. Well, I think I'm not gonna make it. I think I'm gonna foul up. And when I foul up, oh, boy.
You move.
Got to make good.
Why is that so important to you?
I've got to, that's all.
You'll make it.
My father's a loser. The more he fouls up, the more he gets hung up on that family tree business. It's up to me now.
Why you?
Oh, well, I'm part of a very rare breed. Didn't you know that? There aren't very many of us left.
Well, that's quite a legacy you've been handed.
Isn't it? Cool.
Hello. Well, Mrs. Murdoch, Yes. All right, I'll be right up. Mrs. Murdoch needs some help. Wait for me, I'll be right back.
You sure know how to treat women. The way you've got that Elizabeth Rowland going.
What do you mean?
Well, being so standoffish. Well, why don't you give her a break? She's a nice girl. Comes from a fine family. Not rich, but fine. And in the long run, that's what really counts. Marriage isn't a bad institution. If my husband were alive, he'd testify to it.
Well, I'm sure he would.
Oh, you just give that girl half a chance. She'll make a fine wife. I know.
What are you doing here? How'd you get in?
I just wanted to be near you.
You're out of your mind.
I want to tell you that I love you.
Get out of here.
Look, I'm not going to harm you. I'm not going to do anything to you. I just want to talk to you, and I just want to be with you.
You're cut out, mister, before you get tagged by the cops! Get out of here! Leave me alone! Get
There was a scream. Sounds like something terrible's happened.
It's probably just another family quarrel, Mrs. Murdoch. We get 10 a day around here.
Well, 2 months ago, they found a girl almost half dead on the next block. And just before that, there was another frightful
I'm
incident.
sure it's nothing at all.
Oh, in a place like this, you don't know who your neighbor is.
It's not that bad.
You're sure you fixed the short? It won't flicker and start a fire or something.
I'm sure.
Oh, I've got a beautiful cake. We'll have some tea, huh?
All right, that's some other time. Thank you anyway.
She must be dead, all right. She's just laying there.
Where you going?
Something happened. I have to go out for a while.
I thought you wanted to play.
2B must be on the second floor. Keep everybody in their apartment until we establish a roadblock.
Hey, you! You the super here?
I take care of this building and the two next to it.
Get the key to 2B.
Where could he have gone?
What are you worried about?
There are police cars out there. Where's Roger?
Okay, folks, let's go home now. Let's clear the hallway. Come on, you too, buddy. That's right. You, Mr. Baker, the superintendent? That's right. You open the door, please. Okay, Al, call the coroner, call the lab, get the fingerprint man out here and see what he can find. Bill, check those windows.
Yeah.
Mr. Baker, you ever see this woman before?
Yes,
Did you know her?
I knew her.
Ever fix anything for her?
Well, once or twice.
You let yourself in with that key?
No, I knocked and she let me in.
Everything's locked from the inside.
Looks like she was battered with a hard object. See what you can dig up. Anybody else beside you have a key to this apartment?
I don't know.
Al?
Yeah.
There's some green felt stuck to her scalp. See if you can find something with a heavy base, like a pen holder, inkwell, statue.
Okay.
And check the garbage cans outside, as well as the alley.
Okay.
May I have some identification, please, Mr. Baker? This is an Ohio license.
It's the last place I worked.
Old men are janitors, Mr. Baker. Foreigners who don't understand the language. Men who can't hold their jobs. What's your story?
That's all I could get for now.
You had a thing going with her, didn't you?
I told you, I just knew
How he got in here, whoever it was, either knew her or had a key. Bill?
Yep.
I think we can start looking for someone with dyed hair. Black. Took it from her hand.
Right.
I had an alibi.
Yeah, everybody's got an alibi, Mr. Baker, and I'll listen to yours just as soon as I finish here. You can go. Don't try to leave the building. We've got the neighborhood blocked.
This is the woman that saw the killer, Lieutenant. She was on her way down to the basement.
I got to get my sheets out into the dryer.
Well, I'd like to ask you a few questions first, please.
I'll have nothing but wet sheets to sleep on.
I see, but could you tell me your name?
Turney.
Turney. Now, you say you saw the killer, Mrs. Turney?
I saw him run out of her apartment.
Well, can you describe him to me? Could you tell me what he looks like?
Well, it was dark, and he ran so fast. I was so scared. If I saw him, I could tell.
What color hair did he have?
Dark. He had black hair. Oh, he was about 6 feet tall.
And how old would you say he was?
30. Maybe more, maybe less. I'd know him.
Thank you, Miss Turney.
Open up, it's the police.
Just a minute.
Come on, open up. Lieutenant would like a list of all of your tenants. You got one handy?
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Thank you.
This is Lieutenant Gerard, Stafford, Indiana, please. I want to check on that tenement murder. I heard a newscast and the description fits a man wanted here, Richard Kimball. They said the girl was battered. Was there a weapon found? That fits Kimball's M.O. I'll be on the next flight out. I'd appreciate it if you could have somebody pick me up at the airport. Thank you.
Where are you going?
A fuse blew in one of those other buildings, apartment 3. I'm gonna fix it.
Wait a minute.
Okay, fix it and come right back.
Well, do you have any idea where he could be? Thanks, Tony.
Probably went to a movie.
Dad, a girl's been murdered.
Thousands of places he could have gone. Symphony at Grant Park, the beach, any one of those go-go places.
I don't like the way he looked when he left.
Every time something happens, you suspect the worst.
Dad, Roger's sick, you know it.
I don't know. You know, a little love and a lot of loyalty would go a long way around here.
Who is it?
Carl Vega.
It's a little late for that drink, Carl.
I didn't come for that, Liz. It's about Roger.
What about Roger? Where is he?
Isn't he here?
No.
What is it you want, sir? You may not know it. A girl was killed in my building a few hours ago. I think Roger had something to do with it. Roger left a long time before it happened. Oh, he was in my apartment. I have a pass key. He had access to it. That doesn't prove that Roger's guilty. It was your key. How do I know that you didn't do it? Get me the police.
Dad. Stop it.
Mr. Rowland, your son is sick. I just hope he's found before he hurts someone else.
Hello.
Dad, you can't. He may be right. And we can't go on protecting Roger all our lives.
Like I said before, it was dark and he ran so fast.
I know you were frightened and everything happened quickly, but take a good look at this picture. Who is this man?
I'm not sure. You see, I'm new here.
Come on, Miss Attorney. You recognize him immediately. You know exactly who it is, don't you?
You're mixing me up. The man in that picture looks different.
Picture's 4 years old, but it's the same man, isn't it? If it'll make it any easier for you, I'm not concerned with the killer of the girl. I'm looking for this man for another crime.
Why? What's he done?
Killed his wife. Oh, who is he?
Oh, it's hard to believe.
Who is he, Mrs. Journey?
That's the super, Mr. Baker.
Thank you. Let's get a house-to-house search going for Kimball. We'll need more men. Tight a blockade.
Wait a minute. There's been a crime committed here. I want to find the murderer of that girl. He may be two different people. Now, Mrs. Turney, is this the man you saw running out of the apartment at the time of the murder?
Well, the way you men push...
I'm sorry, you're my only witness. Now, is this the man or isn't it?
You're wasting time.
He had a key. He was in and out of the place all the time. You said you'd recognize him if you saw him. Now, is this the man or isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, that's him.
Try the bureau next.
I don't have to dust the bureau. Kimball's your man, all right. Perfect match.
Thanks. Well, you can wrap it up now. Where could he be?
He's got to be in the area I talked with when we first arrived.
Sure there's no way out?
No, we got the place completely. There we are. The murder weapon. Looks like we've both got our man, Lieutenant.
that?
It's Carl Baker, Mr. Murdoch. Open the window.
What are you doing out there?
I'll explain.
Now, what's it all about?
The police are looking for me. They think I killed that girl.
Why, that's ridiculous. You were here with me when it happened. We'll go right down to the police and tell them.
We can't go to the police.
But you were fixing the light. They'll take my word for it.
We can't go to the police.
Well, I don't understand. I'm offering you a perfect alibi.
I know.
You're in some other kind of trouble, aren't you?
Yes. I've got to find the man that killed that girl.
Do you know who he is?
Yes, I know who he is.
Where do you think you're going?
To find Roger.
The police told everyone in the neighborhood to stay put.
He's been gone too long. Something must have happened to him.
You go out there looking for him, and the police will start asking questions. What do you say?
I don't know.
You don't know the police. They began adding things up. So far as we know, Roger's innocent. You go out there and they'll suspect him. They might even shoot him without giving him a chance. Is that what you want?
It's beginning to look like you got a worry.
Well, we have covered the first 10 buildings and nothing.
Put 4 more men on. Work both ends. Has everybody seen Kimball's picture?
Yes, sir.
One of you stay here in case he comes back.
Still damp. Might have known. Who is that? Who is that now? You don't come out, I'll call the police.
It's me, Mrs. Turney. Sorry.
She knew.
Well, she didn't, but I did.
Nobody's supposed to know. When you make it up the stairs. Come on.
Keep away from me. Keep away from me. I won't tell. Please don't kill me.
Mrs. Turney, listen to me.
Help! Help me! Help! Help
Yes, I see. All clear in house number 22, and 24 reports nothing.
Well, that narrows us down to these 3 buildings.
Let's pull the patrols in tighter. Patrols 2 and 4 come into house number 21.
6 and 8 move up to 19 and stand fast.
Won't be long now, Lieutenant.
Wish I could be as sure. It's all right, it's not Kimball.
Who are you?
Roger Rowland.
What are you doing here?
I live here. I was going home.
You got some identification? Give me the list, please. The checks. Why were you running?
I don't know. I got kind of scared.
Let him go.
Okay. You go off.
Look at this place. A menagerie of junk. History instead of life.
Don't, Elizabeth.
Oh. William, Duke of Normandy, defeated Harold at the Battle of Hastings, 1066. A descendant of Charlemagne, in our bones runs the lineage of kings. Henry II, Richard the Lionheart, the Crusades. Have I got it all right?
You'll only be sorry later.
Sorry for what? For knowing names, dates, and places? For spending my life in museums instead of going out on dates? Roger.
You all right, son?
Yeah. Why shouldn't I be?
We were worried.
Look, I'm sorry. I did that to your sword. I didn't mean to.
That's all right. I've got some strong metal glue on it, and if it doesn't hold, I'll weld it.
Oh. Yeah, they say that when you weld things, they're stronger than ever.
That's true. That's very true. Isn't it remarkable, Elizabeth? You break something, mend it, and it's stronger.
Yes, Dad. Roger, are you all right?
I didn't do anything.
Nobody says you have. I was just concerned, that's all. Are you hungry? Could I get you something to eat?
I think we all ought to go to bed.
Yeah.
Roger, what is it?
They're after me. Everybody's after me.
Carl Baker.
Don't let him in. He wants to hurt me.
I want to talk to you about Roger.
You shouldn't have tried to hold me.
I tried to help you, Roger. You've got to give yourself up.
You don't listen to him. He's a murderer. He killed his wife. I heard the police say so.
I knew it. I knew he was the murderer.
Roger, you might kill someone again like Millie. You tried to kill Mrs. Turney.
Mrs. Turney?
You thought you could identify him.
Well, if you've got a witness and you're so sure that Roger did the killing, why didn't you go to the police yourself?
Because he's the one who killed the girl.
No, I didn't kill the girl. And I didn't kill my wife. See, Roger's my only way out of here. If he goes to the police, they'll stop looking for me.
But he didn't do it. Why should he give himself up?
Your son's sick, Mr. Rowland. He needs help. If he goes to the police, he'll get the kind of help he needs.
Don't listen to him. They want to take me. He wants to hurt me.
Nobody is going to hurt you, son. You may fool my daughter, but you can't fool me. My son is innocent. Get me the police. And don't do anything foolish. These guns are in perfect working order, and this one is loaded.
Dad.
You stay out of this. Police headquarters, My name is Edward Rowland. I live at number 8, 3rd Street, apartment 3A. I have the killer of Miss Brant in my apartment. Hurry.
You saw Millie in the hallway making love to that boy, didn't you?
He was a pig.
You took my key, let yourself into her apartment. She was getting ready for bed.
She was beautiful.
You didn't want to hurt her.
I loved her.
But she got scared and screamed.
Don't.
Stop it.
I didn't want to hurt her. I loved her. I wanted to talk to her. She was beautiful. She was so beautiful. I would never hurt her. I loved her. Help me. Oh, please help me. Help me.
Dad, give him up.
No.
Edward Rowland, number 8, 3rd Street, apartment 3A.
Sloan, 10-4.
What are you holding on to? The aristocratic genes living in 20th century filth? Is it worth a man's life?
Yes.
It's the police. Let us in.
Dad, please. Please, you've got to give him up. Open your eyes. Look at your son. Please, Dad. Before he kills somebody else, give him up.
If you're in trouble, Mr. Rowland, yell. We'll break in.
Cover me.
Dad, let him go.
Just a moment, officer.
Where is he?
There he is, sir.
We're not looking for him. Kimball.
Kimball?
The super. You said he was here.
No, I didn't say that. I said I had the killer. My son.
Okay, Sam. Let's get out of here. Listen.
Lieutenant, I want that building searched again. All of it.
You again.
We've got orders, Mrs. Murdoch.
3 times you've been here. You come in once more, I'll charge you rent.
What do you think?
Block off the whole street and still that guy gets away. Maybe you'd like to have coffee served with that look, huh? All right, that's enough. Out. Come on. It's okay.
Thank you.
Listen, I know you didn't kill the girl, and the least I can do is help a little.
One man is still the hunter, and the other is still the fugitive.
Next, The Fugitive, in color.
We meet somewhere?
I don't think so.
I tell you, I got a memory it never misses. And you, I remember. Been bugging me all day. Wait a minute. When I was in the hospital. Yeah, that could be it. Sure. Korea, right?
Never made it.
Never in Korea? Livingston. Dave Livingston. Just don't go with the face. But I'll remember it soon. And spring it on you.
The Fugitive. A QM production. Starring David Jansen as Dr. Richard Kimball, an innocent victim of blind justice, falsely convicted for the murder of his wife. Reprieved by fate when a train wreck freed him en route to the death house. Freed him to hide in lonely desperation, to change his identity, to toil at many jobs. Freed him to search for a one-armed man he saw leave the scene of the crime. Freed him to run before the relentless pursuit of the police lieutenant obsessed with his capture.
The guest stars in tonight's story, Lynn McCarthy, Joe Moros, and special guest star June Harding. Also starring Barry Morse as Lieutenant Philip Gerard. Tonight's episode, 10,000 Pieces of Silver.
My, you're sure getting bigger and prettier every day. See this man, Kathy? I want you to remember his face. If you should happen to run into him, just be nice, smile pretty, and walk away slow. Can you understand that?
Kathy, you go fetch Dave. We better tell him about this. Mel, I've told you 200 times.
What did I do?
The way you treat Kathy.
Oh, come on, Jacob. I'm always nice to Kathy.
Sure you are. Patting her on the head the way you would a pet dog. Talking to her like out of one of them first-grade readers. Smile pretty, walk away. Why don't you talk to her the way you talk to anyone else?
Jacob, you know I didn't mean anything. But, well, Kathy's not like everybody else.
Got 2 arms, 2 legs. Pretty face. And a heck of a better disposition than that Whitford girl you're so sweet on.
At dawn, he rises to labor through the sunlight hours. His hands, skilled enough for a surgeon's knife, are forced to cruder tasks. Tasks no longer of his own choosing. Not even his name is his own.
Hi, Uncle Dave.
Kathy, I told you I'm not your uncle.
Don't you want to be?
Well, I guess I do, yes.
Then why can't you be?
Well, you can't just be an uncle because you want to be. Uncles happen like parents.
How do they happen?
Well, if your mother or your father had a brother, that brother would be your uncle.
Even if I didn't like him and he didn't like me?
Well, I'm sure he'd like you, and I'm sure you'd like him.
Do you like me?
Yeah, I like you.
And I like you. So doesn't that make you my uncle?
Yeah, I guess it does, Kathy.
What's keeping that man?
Now, don't get touchy, Jacob, but Kathy, well, maybe she forgot.
And then I guess you'd be Papa's brother.
Well, if he wanted a brother, yes.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to remember. He does want you.
What do you mean?
Well, he sent me to fetch you. Sheriff Mel is here, and he wanted to talk to you.
Dave! Dave, this is Sheriff Bailey, Deputy Marsh, Dave Livingston, new hired hand.
Howdy, you been around here long?
A couple of weeks.
Where from?
The Northwest, Clemente County.
Pick an apple?
Yeah. Anything wrong, Sheriff?
Plenty. Killer loose in the area.
Report is spotted this morning. We requested state police and all the extra county deputies we could get.
Ever see this man?
No.
Broke jail a few days ago. We're going to set up a big circle and seal him in tight.
If anyone shows up around here, a stranger, anyone looking anything like him at all, you just let us know right away. And don't take any chances, and don't try to be a hero.
No.
Nice you can afford a hired hand.
Can't afford him. He's working for his keep and pocket money.
Oh, I thought maybe things were looking up.
How? One cow and a handful of chickens? The land's so poor you gotta pray to harvest up out of the ground.
Things will get better.
Not with this soil. Chickens are the answer. Get myself a few thousand chickens. I'll do just fine.
What's up?
Listen, I just know that guy.
Livingston? Where from?
I don't know. It'll come. You know me and my memory. One day, it's like that.
If nothing else, that's in pretty bad taste.
First lesson you learn in the newspaper business, Lieutenant, is sometimes the facts are in bad taste. And a newspaper deals in facts.
You call these facts? How to murder your wife and get away with it? Answer, do it in Stafford, where the police are so busy keeping the lid on teenage pranks they don't have time for such minor misdemeanors as murder? Facts? I call that rather cheap humor.
Not in my opinion, Lieutenant, when your department is so busy trying to make an example.
Your son is not being made an example of, Mr. Pierce. Your son stole a car.
He borrowed a car.
The courts will decide that. My men perform a police function only. Perhaps a judge will believe Gary's story. I certainly hope so.
Lieutenant, you know better. My boy's in big trouble. He said he was just going for a little ride, but your over-enthusiastic men arrested him before he could return the car.
Over-enthusiastic? Oh, come on now, Mr. Pierce. You can't have it both ways. Either my men are lax or they're going beyond the call of duty. Which way do you want it?
It isn't a question of how I want it. I'm making a case for simple justice.
No, you're not. You're talking like an angry father. And that makes you an irresponsible newspaper man. You're willing, for purely personal reasons, to destroy the faith of the public and the police.
Are you asking for blind faith, Lieutenant? You're the head of a law enforcement agency, not a religion. You've got to earn that faith.
And as a newspaper man, you have a public trust to honor.
Oh, I do, Lieutenant, I do. I'm all for public service. You're trying to catch a murderer. I'm going to help you in my newspapers. While you're doing nothing but talking a lot about it, I'm putting my money where my editorial policy is.
Hi. I brought you lunch.
Oh, thank you.
Roast beef sandwiches. You said you like them.
Yeah, I sure do.
I packed kind of a picnic. I thought maybe we could have lunch together over at the Grove.
Oh, well, Ella, I promised Kathy that I'd go look at some place she wanted to show me maybe tomorrow.
I might have known. It's always today for Kathy and tomorrow for me.
Tomorrow's not that far away.
Just this one time. Could you tell Kathy tomorrow?
Why is that so important to you?
Well, maybe it sounds selfish, but ever since our folks found out that Kathy was different, it's always been, we have to understand Ella, and Kathy needs all the love and attention we can give her. And then Mom died and it got worse. I feel sorry for her. I just want someone to pay attention to me. I mean, is it fair just because she's weak-headed? I'm sorry I said that. That was mean.
We'll have our picnic tomorrow, all right, Ella? Where's the cave?
See? I told you it was secret. Hold this. You like it?
It's beautiful.
It's my special place. You're the first person I ever showed it to. First I ever wanted to. Sit down. Andy.
Hey, did you remember what you learned yesterday?
I don't remember.
Well, sure you do. Sure you do. Come on, think.
I can't.
Can't. Now, we have a cure for that. It's a long word. Concentrate, remember?
Concentrate.
Means you can, even when you think you can't. It means Kathy can. Concentrate. Come on.
You know, Uncle David, it's gonna take me a long, long time to learn all of this.
It's all right. We have a long time.
You gonna stay and teach me even if it takes a long, long time?
Kathy,
You're going away.
not for a while. Not for a long while.
But you're going away.
Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do, things we can't help.
You can if you
Concentrate.
Yeah.
All right. We'll eat our lunch first. And I have to go into town. Your father wants me to go to the store for.
Oh, got the order all made up. You want a hand with that?
No, I'll be all right, thanks.
Looks like Jacob's getting a bit more trusting. He never used to phone in an order. He liked to hang around and watch me weigh things.
Millie, Ollie Corman. Get me a man named Pierce in Stafford, Indiana, at the Stafford Courier Office. And make it collect. If he won't accept the charges, I'll pay. I'm waiting right here. You ring me as soon as you get through. And remember, no one but Pierce.
Shut up. There's a side road back there. Get on it. There's a roadblock up ahead. Of course, you would know about that, wouldn't you? Go on, move. Over there. Come on, get going.
Papa, please, I know something's happened to him.
I told you, honey, nothing's happened. You'll be here soon, you'll see.
Papa, maybe she's right. Dave's been gone an awful long time.
They probably stopped for a drink. You know how hired hands are when they got a couple of quarters in their pocket?
Papa, something's wrong. I can tell.
All right, honey. If it make you feel any better, I'll call Ollie, find out what time he left. That'll be $3.75. 4 and 5, thank you.
Ollie?
Yeah?
Big news in the paper today. You never sold out this early before.
Ain't sold out. Didn't get here.
Well, I thought I saw a size truck driving through a while ago.
I said didn't get here. Read yesterday's over yet. Nothing different ever happened anyway.
Want me to get it?
No, it's all right. I'll let you know as soon as the papers come, huh? I'll bring one over to you. Hello? Oh, it's you, Jacob. That Livingston fella? Well, he left some time ago. Should have been back an hour ago.
Hold it. Jacob, Mel Bailey, what's wrong? Yeah, I know. With Burmis loose somewhere. Yeah, but with that old pickup of yours and those tires, it could just be a broken axle or just a flat. All right, I'll get in my car and check. You stay there. And if he gets back safe, call into my office.
Marsh, Bailey. Marsh here.
Jacob Lawrence's pickup come through the roadblock?
There's been nothing through here for the last hour. You got problems?
I don't know. Out. I'll get a tire iron!
The make on Burmis is positive. He was last seen where the old road crosses the Porter River. He's thrown from a truck and he may or may not be hurt. And remember, he's definitely armed. 10-4. We meet somewhere?
I don't think so.
I tell you, I got a memory it never misses. And you, I remember. You're bugging me all day. Wait a minute. When I was in the hospital. Yeah, that could be it. Sure. Korea, right?
Never made it.
Never in Korea? I'll keep working on it.
Sheriff, I guess I owe you.
Forget it, I owe you. We got Burma's place close to the farm, and it's just a matter of time. Keep an eye out for the girls. Tell Jacob to keep them inside the house. Livingston. Dave Livingston. Just don't go with the face. But I'll remember it soon. Let's bring it on you.
About the truck, Jacob.
Oh, forget it. It wasn't your fault. Fellow like that Burmis. You're lucky nothing happened to you.
No, nothing's ever gonna happen to Uncle Dave. He's my friend.
As I was saying, that old pickup was on its last legs. I was going to have it hauled away for junk anyway. Hey, we're going to play a game of checkers. You help your sister with the dishes? What's between you and Kathy? How come you're so interested?
She said it, Jacob. We're just friends.
You go off together all the time. What do you do?
Well, Kathy is a... Well, I feel she's a child that can learn to read. She can learn to do more useful things.
You're an expert on that?
Oh, no, but I don't think it hurts to try.
Might?
Jacob, if you think I know...
Now, hold on, Dave. I've got no reason to mistrust you. I know you're a man with secrets, but you do your work. You help out real fine. But I think it might be better if you just let Kathy be.
I realize in this part of the country...
There isn't this part of the country anymore. Look, I've been to the city, Dave. I've seen the elephant. Had a TV set for 10 years. A refrigerator for almost 20. Do me a small favor, huh? Don't treat me like a country bumpkin.
Sorry. I just think that it wouldn't hurt to try and help Kathy.
Well, you think I've just ignored her? As soon as we learned she wasn't like other children, we took her to doctors. But there wasn't anything that could be done. And some people are just smarter than others. And Kathy will never be real smart. But that's no shame.
No, I didn't say it was a shame. I just feel she can be trained.
To do what? She's never going to be a school teacher or anything like that, is she? Kathy's a very happy girl now. And you're just going to make her unhappy by trying to teach her things that she'll never understand.
How long ago has it been since you've taken her to a doctor?
10, 12 years.
There have been new techniques, new advancements since then. Jacob, do me a favor. After I leave, take her to a clinic.
After you leave?
So I'll be leaving in the morning.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Just because I ask some honest questions, that's no reason for you to go back.
No, it isn't that. I'm in town today. I called home. There's some trouble. I have to go back.
Papa! Papa, don't let it go! Oh, please, don't let it go! Oh, please, Papa! Oh, Papa!
You in that big of a hurry?
It's an emergency, and
Where can you go this time of night?
well, I'm just packing now. I have to leave in the morning, Ella.
Please stay, Dave. Just for a little while. I'm not trying to push myself at you. I just need somebody to talk to. I'm so sick of this farm. Sick of being a farmer's daughter. Even the word's a lousy joke.
Your father doesn't feel that way. He's proud of what he is.
Ah, so you got his standard speech. Well, don't you believe it? He's so ashamed of being a crummy dirt farmer. He bends over backwards to show everyone what a big city boy he is. Anyway, what about your promise?
Promise?
You promised me tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Ella.
There goes my picnic.
Are you the fellow advertising for this Kimball? Oh, sure. I know where he is. Got a pencil handy?
Oliver Nelson Corman. Yes? Yes, I know the place. Okay, I have it.
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, there's a Carson owns the garage. Remember, Corman. That's an awful lot of money to get into the wrong hands. No, I ain't telling you nothing else. Except I'm positive it's him. You just come to town and...
You just send your Lieutenant Gerard here and tell him to ask for Ollie Corman at the general store. We'll take it from there.
Mr. Corman, you saw it in the newspapers. That means Mr. Kimball will see it, too.
No chance. The only place around he can get a newspaper is right here. I got 'em all hid. No, I'm sorry, but that's it.
All right, Ollie, what are you up to?
Nothing.
You said you hid all the papers.
You were hearing things.
I sure was. Now you start hearing things unless you dig up those papers in the next 5 seconds.
All right. Got my claim all staked out anyway. There's a Lieutenant Gerard coming in from Indiana to see me.
Livingston. I knew I'd seen that face.
Pull you in. I really ought. On what charge? They're my papers. I don't have to sell them if I don't want to. Hey, that'll be 30 cents.
All right, take 3 men out of Section 3 and move up south through 5, 10-4. What's up?
That's what's up. I used to brag about my great memory. I knew I'd seen that face before.
This is an old case, Mal. You can't get upset about that.
Alert the other units. Kimball's description's in the newspaper. And get Jacob Lawrence on the phone. Tell him about his hired hand and tell him to play it cozy. And tell him I'm on my way out and to play it safe.
This had better be important, Mr. Pierce.
I think it will be for you. I don't know what I'm so happy about. It's going to cost me $10,000.
Kimball, you've got him.
I just double-checked with the sheriff down there. I told you it wasn't going to be all that difficult. All it took was a little help wanted ad in the newspaper. Signed, sealed, and practically delivered. All you have to do is go down and pick him up.
Gone. Just gone, that's all. He didn't even say goodbye.
How long ago?
I don't know. He told me he was going to leave in the morning. Said he made a call when he was in town. There was trouble back home.
Trouble was right here. Me and my big mouth. Kept telling him he looked familiar. Wasn't even smart enough to notice he was getting edgy.
Well, after you called, I looked into his room. He wasn't there. He must have left in a hurry. He didn't even take his bag.
Well, I don't believe it. How do you know the guy you're looking for is really Dave?
You know what I wish? I wish you'd tell me I was wrong. That this man doesn't even look like Livingston.
Oh, that's him, all right. $10,000.
Yep.
Hey, Mel. This paper was out this afternoon. How come you didn't see it before?
Because a lawman has a lot more to worry about than criminals. Sometimes a very good, law-abiding, greedy citizen can... Ollie Corman hid those papers. He was afraid someone else might claim the reward.
That's a shame. Man taking such a big loss in one day. I doubt if Ollie's heart can stand it.
What about my heart? Ollie tells me there's a police lieutenant coming in from Indiana. What do I tell him? That I'm too busy to read?
Absolutely certain that's the man.
Been around a couple of weeks. Any number of people have made positive identification, including me.
Good.
There's good and bad and everything, Lieutenant. And the good part is we know it's Kimball and we know he's around.
Around? But I was told...
I know what you were told, Lieutenant. Now here's the bad part. In between the time you were called and when I found out, he somehow got wind and took off.
He set up search parties and roadblocks?
Now we're back to the good part. We didn't have to. Yesterday, this man was reported in this area. We're tightening a circle on him. The farm that Kimball was working on is within that circle. And so is Kimball.
it right there. Now, I don't want to kill you, because you're my ticket out of here. But if you make one little sound, you won't leave me a choice.
Think, Mr. Lawrence. Anything he said. Might mean nothing to you, but it might help us.
Well, he didn't talk much. Not to me, anyway. You've got him boxed in, haven't you?
Police blockades and search parties aren't infallible. I'd feel more secure if we had some kind of lead. Then... You said he didn't talk much to you. Now, how about you, Miss Lawrence?
Just a minute, Lieutenant. The newspaper said there was a reward for information leading to...
Yes?
Well, Ollie Corman gave you information leading to this farm, right? Dave's not here, right? So that information isn't worth a plug nickel. Now, supposing someone were able to give you information to where you'd taken off to. Now, would Ollie Corman be entitled to that reward, or would that someone else have a claim to it?
Do you know anything, Mr. Lawrence?
I just said supposing.
Let me tell you something. Supposing someone did know where a murderer was and refused to tell the police, reward or no reward, there's a law about aiding a fugitive in unlawful flight. And another one about being an accessory after the fact to murder.
All right, Lieutenant. There's no need to throw the law at me. I just thought my youngest, Kathy, might know. They were very close.
What does that mean?
Well, yesterday he had an accident. His truck was sinking into the water. Kathy seemed to know he was in trouble.
Is that the information you're expecting to collect a reward for?
Look, I'm just saying she and Kimball were very friendly. She might know where he'd hide. Kathy!
How would she know?
You know where he is?
We know he's in this area.
Right. Do you know this area?
No, of course not.
Well, Kathy does. And you've got to cover an awful lot of country. You got anything to lose by talking to Kathy?
No, I guess not.
What are you doing?
There's a reward out on it.
You can't do that.
Now, since when have you developed such a strong distaste for money? Have you any idea what this kind of money can do for us?
You turn in a friend for a mess of chicken coops? What did Dave ever do to you?
Honey, he's a murderer. He killed his wife. Now, I'm just cooperating with the police.
Always nice to meet a citizen with such a finely marked sense of civic responsibility.
Kathy, do you know where Dave is?
He's gone. He's never coming back. But he said he was still my friend.
He didn't really go away. He was just telling you that for a joke. Now, he's hiding, waiting for you to find him.
Like a game?
That's right. Like a game. Now, Dave used to go places with you and teach you things from books. I'll bet he's waiting for you in one of those places.
Kathy, this is not a game. These men want to kill Dave, do you understand?
Miss Lawrence.
You men ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And especially you. Have you any idea what a thing like this would do to your daughter after she found out?
I told you I'm not with the posse.
Sure. Running around the woods is just your hobby. You better start thinking. Think a hole in that line of cops.
We can't get through there.
Invent one. You wish you'd drown in a truck. You know the search pattern and you know the country.
Right there is a place.
Okay. Move.
Marsh to Bailey.
Come in, Marsh.
Area west of the highway is clear. I'm moving my men in toward the canal.
Good. Keep visual contact with Ellsworth. I don't want a hole a rabbit can get through.
Andy. What's got into you? Oh, well, I got your food in the icebox. You hungry? I got some leftover chicken, too. Well, I had some chicken.
Where's Kathy?
In her room.
No, she's not.
You sure?
Yes.
No wonder you've been acting up. Kathy's run to him.
Marsh, Bailey, come in.
I told you she knew where he is. I told you she could find him.
Bailey, this is Marsh.
Get me Lieutenant Gerard, quick.
Listen, I can't stay here forever. You better think of something, buddy, or we're gonna walk right through with you in front.
And don't shoot, Burmis.
Dave! Why'd you run away from me?
I had to, Kathy.
Who's that man?
Go on, tell her.
Papa said it was just a game, that you were hiding from me. But Ella said they were going to kill you.
What'd she say? Nothing.
Your picture was in the paper.
Well, what do you know? Dr. Richard Kimball. You kept telling me you went with the cops, and I wouldn't believe you. They got dogs.
That's just Andy. He's
Don't hurt her, Burmis. She's just a child.
Yeah? They're looking for you. For you and her. So you just climb out of here and let them know where you are. Give them a real good look. Come on, get moving. Remember, the longer you stay alive, the better chance of me getting out of here. Me and your little friend here. Don't get killed too quick. Get rid of him. I said get rid of him!
Andy, go home. Andy, go home!
Okay, let's go.
Tom, we spotted Kimball and lost him again, but he's headed in your direction. Bring your men to the lake and cut him off.
He could have doubled back or cut down the hill. Lake's our best bet.
Please, don't let me go. I'll kill you.
Let it go, Burris. Some of you men cover the lake area again.
That's Kathy. That's my girl.
Well, we've got him.
Hold your fire until the girl's in the clear. We'll try to flush Kimball out.
Oh, I know him. I doubt if he's even got a gun.
But you said he's a killer.
I said he has killed. There's a difference.
All right, Kimball! Start marching out!
Concentrate. Jump.
Those men are still out there. Why were those men trying to hurt you?
Something they think I did. That's why I have to go away.
We'll still be special friends, even if I never see you again?
Yes, Kathy, we'll still be special friends.
Take me with you.
I can't do that. You see, those men are still chasing me. You shouldn't even be here.
Oh, they're chasing me, too. Maybe they'll catch me first.
Kathy.
You other men, check down by the road. There she is!
A fugitive gets his fill of goodbyes, of loyalties born and discarded, yet not discarded. For the fugitive game is a lonely one, with only two players to see it through. A game, it would seem, without end.
Next, The Fugitive, in color.
I've got reason enough to kill him.
Papa, he was just leaving.
He's going nowhere till I get the sheriff. Give me the sheriff's office. You tell him I've got Doc's helper out at my house. I'll hold him till he gets here. Tell him to hurry. Did he give him any medicine? Tell me!
I gave him some medicine.
Looks like he's dead.
Dear God. No, Papa, he's still breathing.
Not for long if he poured poison in him. If that baby dies, it's murder. In this state, you've got a choice. While you're waiting for the sheriff, you can decide if you want to be shot or hanged.
The Fugitive. A QM production. Starring David Jansen as Dr. Richard Kimball, an innocent victim of blind justice, falsely convicted for the murder of his wife. Reprieved by fate when a train wreck freed him en route to the death house. Freed him to hide in lonely desperation, to change his identity, to toil at many jobs. Freed him to search for a one-armed man he saw leave the scene of the crime. Freed him to run before the relentless pursuit of the police lieutenant obsessed with his capture.
The guest stars in tonight's story: Harry Towns, Kim Darby, Tom Skerritt. Tonight's episode, Joshua's Kingdom.
Can I buy a soda?
I have to get home.
Leave her be, Pete.
No. Please.
Come on, one little kiss. Come on, I'm your kind of guy.
Please.
Come on, one kiss.
What's that all about?
Something bothering you, mister?
No, forget it.
Oh, maybe you figure you was protecting her good name, huh? Which is kind of funny, because she lost that already.
Knock it off, Pete.
Just trying to straighten the man out, Feeney. Stranger in town got no right poking his nose into other people's business.
You got no right pestering my customers. Another thing you got no right to is that badge.
Well, that's just temporary, Feeney. I had the right to it once, and I'll have it again.
Don't pay him no mind. What'll you have?
A glass of that root beer, I guess.
He's been hounding that girl just like she was one of his dogs. As if she hadn't been through enough without him giving her trouble.
Why does he wear a badge if he's not a deputy?
Makes him feel important. Sheriff bounced him 6 months ago. Carousing around. Girls, always girls.
Say, is there any work around here?
There's farming around here. Folks mostly do the work themselves. Feeney's. Oh, morning, Josh.
No, she just left. A few minutes ago. Oh, now, I can't go and leave the store. Oh, well, since there's no rush, I'll get the message to him somehow. If Doc Martin doesn't put himself in the phone pretty soon, I'm just going to plain quit taking his messages.
A doctor without a telephone?
Veterinarian. Say, maybe he could use a helper.
Where do I find him?
You turn right at the gas station and a block down. Big tree in front, you can't miss it. Tell him Feeney sent you.
Thank you.
Oh, tell him Joshua Simmons called. His horse is sick. Oh, and tell him to get a phone installed.
A fugitive is like a long-distance runner, with a difference. A fugitive's distance is infinity. Infinity is a long, impossibly long way away. And there must be time for the hunted to rest, to gather strength to move on again.
Dr. Martin? Dr. Martin? Doc?
Yeah.
Mr. Feeney thought you might be able to use some extra help.
Oh. Yeah, I sure could. I sure could use some help. You're hired. I'll be with you in a minute. Seem like the same place. What's your name?
Jim Corbin.
Well, I'm glad to know you, Jim Corbin.
Well, what is it I'm supposed to do around here?
Everything I'm too lazy to do. Clean the animal pens out back. Go on calls with me. You know, some of these critters are mighty frisky. I ain't getting any younger.
I don't know much about animals.
You don't have to. Folks around here believe I do. I've been fooling them for 40 years. Feeney, have any messages for me?
Yeah, something about a Joshua Simmons horse.
Did he say anything about me putting in a phone?
Yeah, he mentioned
it. No, I can't stand phones. Too much jangling. Man's got to have time to eat and sleep. Oh, say, that Simmons horse is mighty pesky. You better come along and give me a hand. Thank you kindly, Jim. You know, Joshua, I didn't think it was possible, but that road's actually getting worse. Why don't you work on it? Smooth it out.
Nothing grows on roads.
I'm such a dreamer.
I've been waiting on you, Doc.
Oh, we've been working right around the clock. This is my new assistant, Jim. Joshua Simmons.
This way.
Hello, Ruth. Flamed all right. Here, too.
What is it?
Glanders. Green bottle and a hypodermic, Jim.
How much?
30 cc's. Hold him tight. Well, that'll do it, Joshua. Don't work it for a couple of days. You'll be all right.
Come on in the house, I'll pay you.
All right.
You can fix supper now, Ruth.
It's all ready.
I'll be right back.
How's the baby?
Not so good the last few days. It must be a cold or something.
It's probably nothing serious. It'll pass.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to have a doctor look at him.
Doctor for what?
Well, I think he has a high fever. He needs medication.
We don't believe in medicine.
Well, at least let a doctor see the baby.
We don't impose our beliefs on others, but we don't want others to impose their beliefs on us. God's the healer.
But Papa, he says...
I heard what he said. Here's your money. Good night.
Good night, Joshua.
Where'd you meet him?
Who?
Don't lie to me. I saw you smiling at him. Where'd you meet him?
I saw him at the drugstore.
I'll bet you did. Somebody new to make up to. A stranger to flirt with. Starting again.
It wasn't like that.
Know something about doctrine, don't you?
I know when a child has a fever.
Well, Simmons' beliefs forbid the use of medicine. When his wife took to her bed, I had the hospital send a doctor to her, but Joshua held him off with a shotgun.
What happened to her?
She died.
The prettying up. The dancing. The holding hands. The flirting. All the boys paying court. I know what the Bible calls it. What's your name for it, Ruth?
Tell me what's wrong with my Billy.
Now, Ruthie, you better go back in the house. Your father will raise the dickens.
But he's sick.
I'd get him to a doctor.
I can't. He's gone to the city. He's been gone for 2 or 3 days now. If you knew about such things, you could give him something. My father's in the fields after daybreak. You could come by tomorrow. He's the only thing I've got. I don't want him to die. so little help him.
I'll come by tomorrow early in the morning.
All finished?
Fine. Think I'll drop out and see Harry Keller's chickens.
I'd like to order a prescription.
Baby?
Yeah.
What do you want to order?
Antibiotics.
Well, can't do him any harm. But you're sticking your neck way out. Joshua Simmons could be real trouble.
The baby could die.
Yeah. Feeney will fix you up. Tell him it's for me.
What was that again?
100 milliliter vial of injectable tetracycline hydrochloride.
Doc Martin ain't never ordered that before.
Well, it's the first time he's ever had this type of patient. He'll also need some tetracycline syrup.
How much does he need?
A 3-ounce bottle.
I'll get it.
Boy, you sure can reel off them fancy-sounding medicines. What's it for?
Why don't you ask Doc Martin?
Ain't you kind of old for her? Ruthie. You sure was getting kind of chummy with her yesterday.
I was helping the doctor take care of a horse.
Sure you were. Kind of cute, ain't she?
I hadn't noticed.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're either blind or you're lying. Either way, just remember she's kind of my girl.
There it is.
Thank you.
You want something?
Cigarettes, pack of cigarettes.
I didn't think you were coming.
How is he?
Hot and quiet. Too quiet.
You take his temperature?
I don't know how.
This will take a few minutes.
I didn't sleep a wink last night. I'm scared.
How old are you, Ruthie?
17.
Young mothers can learn about their children. Child feeding. Symptoms of illness. There's several good books on it. You're not married, are you?
No. That doesn't mean I love Billy any less. I didn't want to have him here, but there was no place else to go.
I never had the learning to get a job to take care of him. This is all I know. Quit school when my mother died to keep house for my father.
He's very lucky to have you.
He doesn't think so. Is it bad?
It's pretty hard. Yeah. I want you to give him half a dropper full. Every 4 hours, I'll show you how. Just that much and no more. Put it on the back of his tongue and make sure he swallows it. Even if you have to force him.
And that'll make him all right.
I think so. Here. Half a dropper full every 4 hours. Until the bottle's finished. What are you doing? Doc Martin asked me to come by and take a look at your horse while I was here. I thought I'd see the baby.
You asked him to come back here, didn't you?
The baby's worse.
I thought I explained to you very nicely about doctors and medicine. You look like a very bright young man. Too bright to meddle in affairs that don't concern you. Now get out!
Your grandson is ill. He needs that medicine.
The Lord will make him better or worse without any medicine. It's in his hands.
What kind of religion have you got?
Just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, when your horse was sick, you sent for a veterinarian. Is there one kind of God for an animal and another for a child?
The Lord gave man animals to take care of. He takes care of us. Now, are you leaving or not?
You want your grandson to get better. You take him to a doctor. Put something on your hand.
Keep your advice to yourself. And keep away from us.
Please, let me do what he says.
Ask him? Ask a total stranger? You're no good. You're a disgrace to your mother's memory. You're shame to everyone that knows me.
I want Billy to live.
The Lord wills life or death. Ask him. Pray to him. Pray. Ask forgiveness for your sinning. Pray.
Well, now, seems like your eyesight's improved a little, huh? Suddenly you find Ruthie kind of cute. Who are you, mister? A drifter. And you're not like any drifter I ever seen. There's something with you, you know? I can feel it. A lawman gets to feel them things, you know? There's two reasons a man keeps on the move. Either he likes the life or, well, somebody's looking for him. I think somebody's looking for you, mister.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Well, it just might, because I'm going to check you out, mister. Of course, if I'm wrong, well, then you've got nothing to worry about. Have you?
Well, I should have taken your advice.
You think the kid will make it?
I think that after I'm gone, you should go to the nearest judge and get a court order.
Okay. After you've gone, where you going?
It's better you don't know, Doc.
Well, it's not that I'm prying. It's just that good help is hard to come by these days. You're sure you won't stick around?
Can't. Thanks, son.
you doing?
Where is he? I've got to see him. After you left, Billy fell asleep. He looks funny. He won't wake up.
What is it?
He's critically anemic. He's in shock. He needs some whole blood. Doc will drive you to the hospital.
That's 50 miles away.
All right, well, the doctor in town.
He's not here.
What type of blood is Billy?
What type?
Who delivered him?
Mrs. Wyatt,
Who's that?
the midwife.
Go sit down, Ruthie. I'll see what I can do.
Come here, Ruthie. Come right in here. Just sit down over there. What can you do?
I'll have to transfuse him right here.
Here?
I'm O negative. Get me a 50cc syringe and a 3-way stopcock. Some polyethylene tubing.
I don't know about this. I just don't know. I know how to do a transfusion, but with humans.
All you do is fill a syringe with my blood, turn the stopcock, and force the blood into the baby's body. We'll need about 200 cc's.
You realize the chance you're taking.
Take a look at him, Doc. What would you do?
Suppose there are complications. Suppose it should fail.
You're right. I don't want you to get involved. I'll take care of it.
What are you talking about? Take off your coat. This may be the last chance I'll ever have to be a people doctor.
What's for supper, Ruth? Ruth?
Any response yet?
No, not yet. It'll take a while, even if we're lucky.
Yeah. I'll see how Ruthie is. He's coming.
Who?
Joshua. You can't be here. He'll blow you apart. You better go out back and hide.
All right, get Ruth.
Ruthie, your father's coming. Go out back with Jim. Quick.
Where is he?
Where's who?
That helper of yours. He took Ruth and the baby away.
Oh, you must be mistaken, Joshua. I sent him on an errand about half an hour ago.
You knew what was going on all the time, did you? He's here someplace and I'm going to find him. I'm warning you, Doc.
Now, Joshua, take it easy there. Now, just a minute. Are you satisfied, Joshua? I told you he wasn't here. Now,
Well, they sure can't be far and I'm going to find him.
Joshua, you're making mountains. Look, you go on home, Joshua. Ruthie will come back, you'll see.
could bet on that. I'm getting the sheriff.
Oh, now you can't go sending the sheriff after your own daughter.
Can't I? If thine eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. I'm going to put him in jail.
He's getting the sheriff.
I heard.
Take my car. Drop her at the farm and keep on going. It ain't much of a car, but it'll get you far enough. Good luck.
Another report, huh? Uh-huh. Boy, I used to hate them things. A lot of red tape is what it is, a waste of time. Take less if you quit bothering me. Well, hi, Sheriff. How you doing?
A lot better since we got rid of you. What do you want?
Oh, I was just, visiting friends.
You're asking about your last application. The answer is no. And it'll be no every other application. Simple, Pete. We don't want you around.
Sheriff, you gotta find him.
Joshua, what are you fixing to hunt in here?
He took him. My daughter and the baby, and I want them found, Sheriff.
Now, ease off, Joshua. Now, come in here. All right, now, who took him?
Doc's helper, I don't know his name. He's been making up to her.
Mm-hmm. Now, when did he take them?
I'm not sure, but they're gone.
And you don't know the fellow's name?
Nope.
Well, what's he look like?
He's about 6 foot, 6'1", dark hair.
Any distinguishing marks?
No.
What was he wearing?
I don't know. Kind of green pants with blue shirt and a kind of a green jacket.
When was the last time you saw him?
I saw him early this morning.
All right, when you go home, I'll take care of this and relax.
I'll swing back by Doc's first.
You sure that you have no idea where he's gone?
Nope. Baby's been ailing lately. He was trying to doctor him even after I warned him. If I find him, I'll hold him.
All right, Jay, let's go. Oh, Edwards, want to make a few bucks?
Well, I'll consider it, yeah.
I need your dogs.
Oh, sorry, Sheriff.
$10.
No, not today.
All right. I'll deputize you.
No, nothing doing, Sheriff. A lawyer can't collect rewards.
What reward? You've been trying to get your deputy's badge back ever since...
I know what I've been trying, Sheriff. But, well, it just might cost me $10,000 to be a deputy today, and I really can't afford that.
Be a while before the medication takes effect. I have to go, Ruth.
Well, you can't leave now. Billy might need you.
I've done everything I can. I can't stay.
Please, just a few more minutes. I'm so tired and hopeless.
I just can't stay, Ruth.
Will you be coming back?
I don't think so.
I never had many friends. And the ones I had drifted away when they knew I was going to have a baby, looking at me, talking behind my back. But I'm not what they say I am. There was only one boy, and I loved him. And he loved me. And we were going to be married. And they called him to the army, and the night before he left, he came to say goodbye.
He'll be back, Ruth.
He died. The bus he took got into an accident, rolled over.
Hold it right where you are.
Papa.
Shut up. I've got reason enough to kill him.
Papa, he was just leaving.
He's going nowhere till I get the sheriff. Give me the sheriff's office. You tell him I've got Doc's helper out at my house. I'll hold him till he gets here. Tell him to hurry. Did he give him any medicine? Tell me!
I gave him some medicine.
Looks like he's dead.
Dear God. No, Papa, he's still breathing.
Not for long if he poured poison in him. If that baby dies, it's murder. In this state, you've got a choice. While you're waiting for the sheriff, you can decide if you want to be shot or hanged.
Where's your helper, Doc?
Still trying to be a policeman, huh?
The guy's wanted. Where is he?
Oh, I told Joshua everything I know. He's gone.
He live anything around here, clothes, anything like that?
No, nothing.
Yeah, I'll check.
Wait a minute, you can't go in there.
That guy's worth a fortune. My dogs will track him.
No, wait a minute, that's not yours. Give it. Ow!
All right, smell it good, Daisy. You too, Hank. You good. All right.
It isn't fair. He didn't do anything wrong.
You just get supper ready, Ruth. I'm going to be hungry.
I went to him. I asked him for the medicine to save my baby.
And I told you to go to the Lord. Pray to Him. No man can do the Lord's work. He alone gives life.
He gave doctors the knowledge to preserve life.
Doctors. You're just Doc's helper.
No, I'm a doctor, Mr. Simmons.
You're lying.
No, it's true. I'm a doctor.
Did you know he was a doctor?
Papa, I wouldn't go against your teaching. But he was dying.
He giveth and He taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Is he dead?
What kind of a man are you? What is your religion?
I live by the good book.
No, you don't. You twisted it to justify your hatred. The hatred for the shame you think Ruth brought you. You want that baby dead.
Don't press me.
Why don't you read your good book again? Read about forgiveness and love and understanding. And while you're at it, read the 5th commandment.
I haven't killed anybody. Not yet.
If that child would have had proper care, he'd be well by now. If he dies, you killed him.
God decides whether a mortal will live or die.
And what about your wife? Well, you made that decision, didn't you?
Oh my God, he's dead. He was right. You did want him dead. Are you happy now? Is your shame wiped out? If you hated me, why didn't you hurt me?
It was the Lord's decision, Ruth. We've got to abide by it. Don't hate me. I didn't want it this way. I prayed. I loved him.
You loved him. He didn't even live long enough to know it. He's alive.
The fever's broken. I think he'll make it.
He's alive. Papa, it's God's will. He wanted it like this.
Your grandson was given back to you. Not many people get a second chance.
Can't be God's will. Not with doctors and medicine.
How do you know I wasn't sent here? And why did I come to this house? Why did I come to this town? Do you know?
Papa, let him go.
It's too late. You'll never get away.
I can try.
The dogs will track you down.
Mr. Simmons called in and said he has the suspect under guard.
When did Simmons call in?
Oh, about 20 minutes ago.
Right.
Hi, where is he?
Who?
You know, that Corbin guy. Let me through.
He isn't here. Had a fight with Pa. Pa went after him.
You're lying.
Hounds are lying too. They're trying to tell you where he went.
Maybe next time you listen to me. Turns out that guy's a murderer. Killed his wife.
Oh,
You better hold those dogs, Edwards. Someone's liable to get hurt.
He said that you were a murderer. Is that true?
What do you think?
No, I don't believe that.
I guess I better be going. Goodbye, Lottie.
You changed clothes with him.
What are you talking about?
You let that murderer escape.
What murderer?
Them stupid hounds of yours were following Mr. Simmons.
My dogs are the best in the country, and it was tracking Kimball.
Kimball? Man, I called you about was named Jim Corbin.
I'm trying to tell you, Sheriff, it was Kimball. Look.
Where'd you get that?
In your office, then. Do you recognize that?
Never saw him before.
It's a lie. He changed clothes and he let him get clean away.
The next time you come around this station, I'm gonna jail you for loitering. All right. Now, what actually happened, Joshua? Why did you call us in and then help him escape?
Me, Sheriff? Oh, no. It was the Lord. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed is the name of the Lord.
Richard Kimball, both the hunted and the hunter. The truth that will free him is somewhere ahead. He'll find it.